Welcome to Parsave Productions here. We got our last battle of the quarterfinals here at the Parsave Championship. It's going to be fun. Getting a sweet look here on the preserve. It's one of the pretty lakes and ponds that he has around the area. It's just awesome. My name's Ben Kroll here. I'm with
Derek Sahr, and I think we got a battle on our hands. These guys are some great competitors.
Yeah, this is going to be a fun one. We've got Sheldon, we've got Noah Meintsma, we've got Christie, we've got Mitch Privette, and these guys are going to battle on this course, and I think you're going to get a lot of birdies here if they want to move on to the next round.
Yeah, this hole one here, 312 feet, a lot of people prefer the sidearm here, but you can also throw a little turnover backhand that just kind of nestles up, maybe with like a mid-range or maybe like a leopard or something.
Yeah, definitely. If you have a forehand, you're going to be throwing that on this hole today. It just is the best line to get you a putt on this hole. You have to get a really late turning mid or fairway driver if you want to get there with a backhand as a righty. And Noah putting out a good move there.
Yeah, no kidding.
He puts himself in the circle, and there's a good chance he's going to make it.
And Ryan, not even a surprise. So if you don't know, Ryan Sheldon is known for his power forehands. He can throw over 500 feet with a forehand.
Yeah, that's probably just a max right there. I mean, that's his go-to on these little hyzer shots like that.
Yeah, Pat, I also know, has a great forehand. Shout out to Patrick for doing 444 at the Majestic as well.
Let's go.
With a forehand.
Yeah, look at that.
Wow.
He's got a really good, solid game. Plays both ways, backhand, forehand. And he's a solid putter as well, too.
Yeah, going to be a lot of fun. And then here we got Mitch Privette throwing that turnover line. It is a tough line to hit, but that looks like jump putt range, and Mitch is known as the jump man.
Yep, he is the jump man. And he's going to have a little bit harder time. There's a lot of left to right turning holes, I feel like, on the Lynx that you want to birdie. And a lot of these guys are probably going to forehand when Mitch is going to be throwing his backhand.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be surprised if he gets this first one. Oh, just short.
Yeah, right on the front cage. Good line.
Yeah, that uphill putt right there is kind of tough if you get into that ditch off to the side.
Yeah, smash. He's solid inside the circle, and I think he said it before, too. He's almost better outside the circle. He's got so much power.
Yeah. I'm excited to see. Mitch is known for his outside the circle putts, and so is Ryan, actually. As Noah gets a nice little 22-footer there, so it's going to be such a good battle. I'm very excited for this round. I've been waiting for this one.
Yeah, and we get to look at the preserve here, and some of these holes are actually going to be on the Disc Golf Pro Tour, the Preserve Championship out here. This hole 1 to hole 2, you'll see hole 2 here in a second, but it's a really fun combined hole. Mitch cleaning up there.
Yeah, that turns it into a kind of a tough par 4, actually.
Yeah, 2 big shots for sure.
As you see Ryan's just smooth putt.
Yeah, he's one of the. I just feel like he's always committed to the putt. He's always hitting it pretty hard.
Yes, that is true. Mitch takes the only par on that hole, but I know he's got it in him. There's a whole lot of disc golf left.
Yeah, but hole 2 here is a pump, 489 feet. There is a little bunker on the right. Typically, we don't play that as OB. I believe it will play as like a hazard or so for the Preserve Championship. And this is a really pretty green. You can see the trees surrounding the hole. Got the golf green skipping into the hole. But this is a pump, and I've seen Noah put a mid-range here before with a good wind.
And is that his leopard, I think?
I know he likes the leopard and the T-bird, and I believe it is kind of a stable leopard there.
Yeah. Wow.
And that's a pump. I mean, 489 feet. I'm not throwing fairway drivers on this hole.
No way. I wouldn't be thinking leopard at all. And here's where you can get an idea of Ryan's power forehand.
Yes, not too many people are throwing forehand on this hole expecting to get there. I don't know if he slipped on the tee pad. You can see him look down at the ground. Not what he wanted, but he's still pin high.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
All on hyzer with the forehand. Wow.
Yeah, that's a rip.
And here you can see Patrick's backhand. He showed off his forehand, and he's also got such a good backhand as well. Just a good all-around player.
A little early release. Timing probably a little off. Still early in the round, trying to find that good timing.
Yeah, and this green is really fast. You hit it and always has action on it, it seems.
Yeah, being that it's not treated, you can see there's some spots there on the green, just from drying out, having the short grass. Eventually it will grow in, but it will take a little bit of time here.
As Mitch turns it over out of the bunker, so that's kind of nice. He has a better footing out of the bunker than in it, so.
Yep. And I think that's a common miss if you're really trying to go for it, is turning it over a little bit.
And not an easy upshot because of the fast green here for Pat, but he makes it look very easy.
Yep. Simple little jumper from 100, 120 feet. That's easy.
And Mitch kind of having to putt hard here. Oh. Same result as Pat.
Yep, should be an easy par. This is definitely a bonus hole, I feel like.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of hole 3 on the Timberwolf. Just kind of a bonus. If you get it, you get it. If not, you don't feel too bad about it.
Yep.
Never had the chance. Wow.
I don't even need to commentate. Thank you, Ryan.
Yeah, Ryan's going to do it all for us. I will say, yeah, so I've played a lot with Ryan, and he does talk to himself when he putts, so definitely take a listen to what he has to say.
Oh, smash.
Wow, probably 45 feet, 40 feet there. Nice putt.
See OTB Disc here, one of the sponsors of the Par Save Championship. Thank you, guys. Noah just smashing a big one there. And that's go birdie birdie. He'll be the only one to start that way.
Yeah, that's such a good start on this course as well.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a sweet stash, too.
I definitely got to shout out the stash for sure. And like you said, Noah with the lone bird there, got a couple people at 1 down. Mitch still at even. Definitely going to find his stroke here.
Look at this flyover. It's so pretty right here.
Yeah. Hole 4, 630 feet. You have to, the more you bite off, the more water you have to cover. And, that can be kind of a mental challenge there coming up to this tee pad. It's a par 4, 630 feet. You kind of have a backstop on the upshot as well. So that's kind of nice to deal with.
Yeah, I think typical play, you don't have to do much more than a hyzer on this hole. You don't need a ton of distance. 630 feet, split that in two. A couple hyzer shots. You don't need to try to turn this shot over. I think that's where people get in trouble.
Heck yeah. Good shot.
And I've seen Noah put it within 100 feet on this hole. And he's just taking it easy on that one.
Yep, taking it safe. Like you said, you just cut the hole in half. That's definitely a good way to look at par 4s.
Mm-hmm. It looked like he slipped a little bit again. But again, you don't need a ton of distance. He's probably got 4 to 420 at least on that shot, if not more, the way that skipped.
Wow. Yeah, I think he throws a boss for that kind of longer distance shot like this with little wind.
Yeah, but Patrick doesn't get out to many big tournaments yet. He's still working on it. He's up in northern Minnesota, and he just low-key crushes. I mean, he just put it up. I think that's Noah's disc right there. That might have been Ryan's forehand, actually.
Yeah, that's just crazy, because that's got to be like 490, if not almost 500 feet there.
Oh, yeah, I would have said they probably only had 140, 150 left at the pin.
Yeah. Mitch, not known for his power, but his control game is amazing. And so, I definitely, he's probably looking at, the 300-some-foot shot to another, maybe 310 here or so.
And he's got plenty of distance. I mean, he can get up there, up close to 500 or more. But he just plays smart shots. He's going to play the shot you're supposed to play.
Yeah.
And as a mid-range up, I think that's his M2, and that's an easy little 12-footer.
Oh, yeah. Right in the Mitch roundhouse.
Yeah, these other 3 guys are probably just throwing putters. And I think that's the miss. You don't want to be early left. There's you can kind of see that bush around the tree, and it's just hard to get around that. And you don't want to be too long either. Almost short's better on this hole.
I think that is a zone. And just picture perfect. And just to show you how far Pat throws, he's the last to go here with a jump putt on this hole for eagle. That is just unbelievable to me.
Yeah.
Nice putt.
Easy work of this hole. Looks like we're going to get a star frame here, birdies. Mitch probably has about 15 feet or so.
A little awkward stance, but shouldn't be a problem. No, yeah. No problem at all.
Oh, he'll take that.
Jackpot. Watch your own bobber.
Watch your own bobber.
Yeah, but this was a fun card to hang out with. These
Oh,
guys are all
yeah.
good characters.
Oh yeah.
Wow, they made that hole look a little too easy, I think.
Yeah, there's Patrick, Heiser flip. I mean, that had to have been, like you said, close to 5 or better.
Yeah, and the star frame there, shake the change. That is a good hole to get the star frame on. That's not a lot of par 4s on this course, so.
Yeah, and hole 4 here is a tough little par 3. You can get into a lot of trouble here quick. It's listed only 284 feet, probably plays closer to 320 because you're going up this hill. And low ceiling with the tree right here as you're going through it. I've seen Noah go big. We'll have to see if he does it today with a big forehand up and over. And if you hit this side hill with any little bit of angle on your disc with a backhand, you're cutting right back down to that sand trap.
Oh, he looks like he's going big.
God, this is so big. That was a huge shot, and he must have clipped some trees. It looked like he was a little too inside.
Boy, that turns that hole into like a 410-foot shot over that tree there. That is a huge shot.
Yeah, and even Ryan's just throwing this flex forehand. And he probably has plenty of distance to go up and over like Noah did.
All right, I'll take it.
That'll do.
He'll take it. You don't have a choice, Ryan.
Yeah, this is a very tough green, very tricky. You don't want to have a long putt on this hole if you can help it. But if you get up early right here, you almost have nothing. And it's even a tough layup too because you're laying into the side hill.
Yeah, kind of the only danger is just that right side there. But like you said, this green is really difficult to access.
I think this is one of Mitch's new F5s, and that's that ceiling that you can hit. And that was looking really pretty.
Yeah, that was looking like it was tracking the basket there.
Mm-hmm.
Mitch onto that tougher green. Oh, it looks like it.
slid right out.
Yeah, it's like maybe some dew on the disc this morning.
Yeah, I saw Mitch had his umbrella. I know we played our round before this one on the Timberwolf, and we were worried about rain, which is why we tried getting these in earlier than we had planned. It's a tricky putt from Noah. I feel like I get myself in more trouble than actually make these kind of putts. But that was a very good lane.
Wow, yeah, Noah is known as kind of a more of a push putter, and he had to put a lot of spin on that disc, so that's kind of difficult to switch up putt just like that.
This putt actually works really well for Pat's putt.
Oh, it looks like he clipped something just at the end of that the woods there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, man, Mitch. It's be a fun one to get on camera, though.
Oh, no.
Get a little help from the cameraman?
The angle on that cut roll would be kind of rough. Oh, as Ryan misses high, sit down.
No, what's it
No.
doing? Oh, and he's in such great position, too.
And that is the difficulty of that green. You hit, oh, it's still rolling. Oh,
Oh, it's so
Ryan.
unfortunate. He's still going to try to make this, though. Yeah, the screens turn out to be kind of tricky for these guys.
Yeah, and that just shows you, Ryan only being about 25 feet out, hitting the band, and then having that 100-foot roll down the hill. Very unlucky, but that's the difficulty of this course. So there are some greens that are on the tricky side, that's for sure.
Yep. And this is a course on the Lynx where you really want to feel like you want to get your birdies. Timberwolf has a little bit more teeth than the Lynx. Mitch practicing social distancing, letting Ryan get his own disc.
Yeah, it looks like he was about to, and then he's like, oh, wait, never mind.
Yeah, it's definitely a little weird, some of the interactions you get right now with COVID still going on.
Mm-hmm.
You want to give high fives, you want to give your hugs and your knuckles, but you pick up someone's disc, out of courtesy, and you just don't feel like you should. This is a really pretty hole, hole 5 here. It's listed at, I believe, about 397 feet, right around 400. They're actually going to lengthen this one. This will be added on to the Black Bear, I believe is what we're calling the DGPT layout for the Preserve Championship. And this is going to probably play about 450 to 500 feet at that for the tournament. I think Noah ripped over this on this one a little too much.
Yeah.
That's maintenance, bud.
And hit the trees, but he's probably got about 70 left. At least it's open. If you go same distance as the hole and you're 30, 40 feet right or left, you're going to be in a lot of trouble. It's even hard to get up and down sometimes. You really got to be online.
Pat has a great hyzer flip game, and yeah, you're right though. This
like
is such
that
a,
right there. I don't know if he's going to have a putt. It's going to be a weird, awkward up and down.
It's so tough to access because if with that backhand, because if you hit right, you're kind of doomed on a putt. You have to throw like a hyzer flip, or I guess a Ryan Sheldon forehand works as well.
That's just a hyzer for him. You didn't even try to get it flat. Just parked.
Mitch, also known for his hyzer flip game. Oh no.
He rolled over on that one.
There you can see the kind of the danger that's on the right side of that fairway of that putting green there.
Yeah, no tricky little spin putt, but I'd rather have this than maybe be where Mitch and Pat are right now.
Wow, gave it a great bid.
Yeah, right on line.
Oh, man, Mitch obstructed again.
This is so tricky, and if you try being a little too touchy with it, you'd grab those branches.
Oh, dropped it right on the basket.
And this is that hole in pond where we saw K-Rob fishing out of as well, too.
Right in the beginning.
Yeah. I don't know what he's lining up here. I didn't even know there were lanes over here.
Wow, I didn't even see that. That was a good angle of that of the danger that's on the right side there too. You can see it's just so tricky. So many little limbs that are just in your way.
Yeah, he gave it a good bid. He was on line. Yeah, looks like 3 of these guys are going to be cleaning up their pars. Mitch a little frustrated.
And Pat kind of has that, Anheuser putt, which these baskets catch pretty well actually. I know he had kind of a bad spit at the Majestic on the hanging basket. If you know what kind of basket, I think it's a Chain Star. But I know these Prodigy baskets catch well, so.
Yeah. Hit them in the center, they're usually going to stick.
Yep. Jeez, so much power behind that forehand as Ryan picks up the only 2 there. Just a reminder as well, in these Par Save Championship, the top 2 scores advance on to the next round. So these guys are battling for first or second as we roll into hole 6 here. Par 3, 211 feet. I've played this hole a few times, and it is tricky to get a disc to be slow enough to sit down right at the screen. And as you can see there, a really cool hanging basket.
Yeah, it's a tricky little line. Again, this will be one of the holes we play for the Par Save for the Preserve Championship, but it's going to be about 50 feet back in a straighter shot. But it's tricky. Like, you get to the top of that hill, if your disc isn't turning a little left, it's probably going to finish too far right or be on one of those trees, and you're going to have a 40-foot death putt.
In my understanding, there's a Mando, correct, that makes you go through that tunnel.
Wow. Noah showed you the perfect line. Just
Yeah.
that little flip up, but still finishing hard left.
And that's the thing, too. It's hard to get a disc that will just sit up. You kind of want to hit early, like Pat is there.
And then filter a little down. Where
Yeah.
Noah's going to have like a 25-foot comeback putt, Pat's going to be looking 25 feet down at it, which is not always the easiest putt either, though. Mitch throwing one of his M2s. I like this shot, but it looked like it went just a little too straight for him. Yeah, this is one of those decisions he's gonna have to make. But being that all his competitors are on the same card, he's gonna go for this.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Oh.
Front cage right on it.
Yeah, and Ryan is deadly. Anything 45 and out, Ryan is so deadly with his putters, his daggers that he putts with.
Yeah, Mitch got caught in that tree. That's the one you're going to get into if you're not finishing left when you're hitting the top of that hill.
And I see the umbrellas out. Oh, his Pat goes a little high. I must be sprinkling a little bit right now. A little bit of rain coming down.
Yep. That looked like a horseshoe putt.
I'm excited to see this replay.
Oh, look at that stance.
Oh my gosh, it was.
I don't know how he gets no wobble on that.
That disc was by his hip.
Yeah. That was so pure.
That was impressive, Noah. Nice putt.
Must be the stash.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, the stash gets you about one good putt around. So there it is, Noah. There's the stash putt.
That's a good birdie. At 211 feet feels like you want to get it, but I don't want to say it's a bonus hole, but you got to be in a good position or hit a big putt. Sometimes both.
Yeah, no kidding. And you know, you're right about the dangers of being short on this hole, as well as we saw Ryan be a little short. You know, having to make that tough decision to go for it or to lay it up.
Yeah, just like we just saw Patrick do there. He's going to turn that birdie look into a 4.
What is going on here? Start early.
Yeah, you can hear the sprinkles coming down.
Oh, nice guy, Mitch, holding the basket.
Yeah, that's a courteous thing to do if you're playing on these hanging baskets. Make sure you let it come to rest before you make your other opponent putt on it.
Yeah. Noah's got such good form. Follows through. Just perfect. Got a little bit of a mix-up now going on. Noah's hot at 4 down. Ryan coming in at 2. This is still anybody's game. You know, 2 strokes to move on.
Absolutely. And we got a 232-foot par 3, and another one you really want to get, but coming in left to right here, it's going to definitely play better for these forehand players, as all righty forehand players here, other than Mitch. And if you can get it inside that last tree there and you have enough height on it, you're listening for chains, because you can't quite see the basket from the tee pad.
Noah's known to have a good forehand. I'm a little surprised to see the Nova play here, but he can carve any line he wants with one of these things.
He does throw Novas very well.
Yeah.
About 25 feet or so. Well within his range.
No surprise at all. Ryan throwing a mid-range. Oh, the disc almost looks wobbly, but I think it's the die on it. Whoa, was he almost aces?
That was a good bid there.
Yeah.
And if you can imagine this fairway here looking straight ahead, that's going to be the line of your par 5, 1,100-foot hole that we're going to be playing for the Preserve Championship. It's really cool lined up as Mitch just gets his nose down a little bit on that disc. Didn't quite get the flight he wanted.
And Pat here, known to have a good forehand. He's probably ready to go on this one. Make up for that 4. And he will do just that. Nice shot, Pat.
Yeah, you kind of saw the 2 forehand lanes coming inside the tree and then going around the tree. They both are going to have well with inside the circle putts. Mitch jumping. This is a good one to get him started. Just not quite getting there, it seems like. Everything's hitting front cage on him.
Yeah, just a bit short is all. But Mitch is good enough, and he'll adjust here real fast.
Noah's going to keep it going there.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, he's playing very well today. Take some time here to thank our other sponsors, League Safe. We got MVP Disc, as well as Gotta Go, Gotta Throw. We appreciate, again, all the help, as well as OTP Disc, as we shouted out earlier.
And also, you know, of course, Cale, you know, for having us here on this brand new course, just putting the ground around this time as well. And, you know, he's got a really big tournament coming up here, and we're all so excited to watch coverage of that, you know, to see the top players play these courses.
There's a Clearwater water tower in the background there. Just so cool looking with the pond as well, too, behind Mitch. And, again, things are shaking up here. Noah off to an early start. Sheldon and Ryan and Patrick kind of battling there, and Mitch trailing. He's going to have to get things started. I think this would be a great hole for Mitch to get.
Yeah, hole 8, 392 feet, par 3. It does play a little downhill. You know, it is a bit difficult to access this green. You kind of have to throw a hyzer flip. I personally like a drive around this hole, not too much a fairway, because I feel like you need to finish left a little bit harder at the end of the flight.
Yeah, and I feel like there's kind of a ceiling here, too, as you're coming in, and any higher than where Noah's at would be hitting that ceiling. And I feel like the play is almost to land short, and you can see the out of balance. You must have gotten that creek. I think the best play is just land short. Give yourself that 45, 50 footer. and just not worry about going in the creek. Because I think it's really tough to actually get over all the way with the ceiling that we have.
And Ryan,
I think he is playing that layup shot here.
yeah, it looks like it. Oh,
Oh, again, Ryan doing his own commentating. Appreciate the special guest.
all right, Pat, let's break it right here. I wonder if, if Pat thinks he sees them both in the creek, if he should lay up or...
He's just trying to go a little lower there to really push.
No, it's just short.
And I think he is just short.
That's the
Special
perfect
guest,
spot.
Ryan Sheldon on commentary here again. Yeah, he's going to have about 45 feet. I think it's right where you want to be, too, for it.
That looks good.
I think that's going to be just short as well.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
He went over. Mitch just ripping there. I think that's one of his D2s.
Yeah, good putt.
Noah, that's a
Jeez.
sweet par save.
Look at that.
He gets such good extension.
The height is so high on his putts as well.
Yeah, he's good at keeping that nose down. I think that's what gives him the confidence to run all these bigger putts, too. Let's go, boys.
Pat, just a bit short.
Yeah. Ryan, they're giving him the other side, so he must have landed and rolled back.
Oh, no.
And that's going to be a bogey for Ryan.
Yeah, no, this would be a good one for Mitch to get, to get him going, get him on the birdie train.
Yeah, Mitchell.
Yeah.
Yep. Again, bonus. This is definitely a bonus birdie.
Oh, definitely. It's so tough with that creek right in front of the basket as well. You really do have to make a decision off the tee to lay up, like you said, or to try to go for it like some of these players did, and they got punished for it.
Ryan, not the happiest there. Mitch, good focus on the putt.
There's no expression on his face. He's just dialed
He's
in.
focused. He knows
Yeah.
he needs to start making a push here. And he's always got that wobbly putt. I love it.
Yep. Yeah,
It's my boy Mitch.
Ken Climo one time said, a wobbly putt always catches a lot of chains. So I can definitely see that.
Yep, we're finishing up the front nine on hole 9 here, 259 feet. This is a great ace run. Going right into the hillside, not a ton to worry about for, to get you in a lot of trouble other than the green itself. If you get left or right on this green, you can definitely start trickling away from the basket pretty quick. And I've seen a lot of disc roll on this basket as well, too.
Man, I do the sidearm play. You kind of have to flex it a little bit. So I actually do prefer the backhand here. I think Mitch has it dialed pretty good.
Yeah, it's his H3V2 that he got from Cale. That thing's a special disc for him.
Wow. I
He's
can
been
see why.
Throwing it very well.
Yeah.
And Noah, he didn't quite give it enough hyzer. He knew it too, right out of his hand.
I got it. Okay.
And we got Pat here.
I think that's the M Model S that he's throwing. It looks like more the Duraflex plastic too, and it's a nice kind of straighter with that slightly overstable finish on it mid-range, and he made that look super simple.
Even Ryan going with the backhand here definitely tells me that the forehand is more difficult to access the screen.
Yeah, you got those little bit of branches on your left side coming out of this gap. I think that's why it's easier to just play a backhand hyzer and leave it on one angle the whole way.
That is such a good grouping of shots as well. This is definitely probably one of the... As Noah, another big putt. Holy cow.
He has been on fire this front half.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what he does on this back half as well. That... Just dead center. There's no left, no right. It's just right on the pole.
Yeah. And these guys are lucky that two people are moving on the way he's putting right now.
No kidding. And these guys should be cleaning up their birdies here.
Yeah, I'm just going to keep this thing rolling into the back half as he's starting to try to make a push. Mitch is always matching as well, too. I like little subtleties with the hat and the shoes.
Yep. Mitch's style is always on point.
Yep. Everybody else tapping in their easy birdies. That's a nice star frame to finish here. I also want to shout out Matt Syme of Treasures in the Forest here. He's made us all these sweet little par save minis for this. It's been awesome.
Yeah, and look at that tight battle. I cannot wait for the next half of this round. Definitely come back, check it out. This is going to be amazing to see.
Yeah, thanks for checking it out, guys. Signing off.